welcome to day 11, and today the project is about calculator. And as you can see from the art over here, I had an ASCII art of calculator. So let me just first show you how this works, and then I will let you know the program. So first it says welcome to calculator. What is my first number? I give it a 7, and then it asks me to choose an operation from the line above. I will take multiplication, and then it is asking me what's the second number. I want to multiply 7 with 8, and it's giving me a floating point integer answer, which is 56.0. And then it asks me, do you want to continue with the calculation? Type yes or no. Yes to continue or no to exit. I type yes. So then it says pick another operation. I would like to add now, so I enter an addition symbol, and then it will ask me to pick out a new number. I will enter 4, and it adds the previous number 56 to 4 and gives the answer 60. Now I'm done with my calculation and I want to exit, so I type no. Now it went back to the first part, which is welcome to calculator. What's the first number? So it's again asking me the first number. I give it a 9, then I say addition, I give it a 1, and it's done. So it's a looping calculator program that I have done. And so let's now see how this works. So in the first part, I imported OS for clearing the screen, which I'll explain later. But in the first part, I use this ASCII art, which is the last thing you need to worry about. First of all, what I did was to define the functions addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And once I defined them, I put all of them in the operations dictionary, and I gave the symbols as the keys and the name of the addition functions over here as the values for this dictionary, which is operations. Once that is done, I gave the number 1. So I gave the program to ask me a number. What's the first number? Then for the next part, which is to print the number of operators we have, I gave a for loop, which is for symbol in operations, operation.keys, print symbol. Next I have declared a new variable, which is operation symbol. So for us to pick up an operation, it will ask for an input to pick an operation from the line above after the for loop has printed all the operations. And then depending on that, once we have that input, we ask for the number 2, which is what is the number. Once we have both the symbol and number, we provide within we give a new variable, which is calculation symbol. And here the function calculation symbol is calling upon, so in the dictionary operations, it is calling upon the operation symbol, which is the input. So let's say I give an input of, so when I run, I give a first number 4. So when I give an input of a backslash, this will go to the operations dictionary and start the function of dividing the two numbers. So here I give it a 2, and then it gives us the 2. So till here, this is the first part of the calculation it does. And over here I simply put the first answer in the f string over in the print function. Next, what I want to do is I want to ask the user if they want to continue with the calculation. So for that, they need to type yes to continue or no to exit. So for that I chose a simple while loop. So while true, print do you want to continue, type y to continue and no to exit. So whatever choice they're giving, right? So I want it to be a lower case one. So I use the method lower, and once the choice is given, if the choice is yes, I want them to pick up a new operation and work on the number 3 again. So here the number 3 will be the number 2, and it will. So in the previous calculation, we had number 1 and number 2. Now I want the number 3 to take the place of the new variable, which is number 2, to function, to go through the addition functions and all of that again. So in the second answer, we have the calculation symbol and first answer and number 3, which is nothing but this calculation symbol will go ahead in the operations dictionary, and then it will again call the operation symbol function, which we have already provided over there. So it's like a function calling inside of a dictionary. So I used the values as so I'm so sorry. So these are the different functions which are as values in the dictionary, and this functions have already been written out. So once the next symbol is also selected, it will ask for the second, it will give you the second answer. And here I am using this line of code which says first answer is second answer, because they have if they want to like loop the program again into a next one, I don't want the second answer to be stuck at the calculation. So I have reassigned the first answer a second answer. And if they're saying no, right, I have given them the clear screen and calculator function again, because here this is a calculator loop function. So if they do not want to continue with this operation but still want to keep using the calculator for a new operation, that's when the calculator function is called again. So previously whatever I have entirely said, first I wrote the code, and then finally I put it in the like a function calculator, and you can call a function inside a function. So thus this is the one, and finally I called the calculator. So I have used different versions of it. My initial version was to use if and elif, and this did not work out. And then I went through the class and like heard whatever Angela was saying, and then I understood the basic logic. Later on, I wrote the while loops and the for loops, and I figured out how to like break out of the while loop and what to do for the new clear screen and all that stuff. So this was for day 11. Thank you so much for um tuning in, and you have a good day coding. Bye bye.